But know this, and this is important, that you have everything that you need right now in front of you to be successful. There is so much opportunity out there. You have everything you need to be successful. You just have to take it and be consistent. And what's the best way to do that? The best way for you to be successful, unfortunately, it's so sad what she just said. And she said, Natalie said, I'm new and my mentor isn't teaching me. Then get with a group that's going to. Do you know that all of my success in all the businesses that I've created have been because I have joined Masterminds and I've associated myself. I pay to play. I have paid over $1 million to be in the rooms with the right people that are doing better than me, because I know that the more I can surround it's like who, not how. Who can I be around? Who can I associate with that's going to elevate me, elevate my desire, like push for me and want me to succeed, right? And when you see other people doing the thing that you want to do, my brain goes, like Brent Gove, he's an EXP and he's doing $1 million a month residually. And when I see him, I think if Brent could do it, I could do it. Like, that's just how I've trained if Brent can do it, I can do it. So you have to remind yourself consistently, if somebody else can do the thing, and I'm letting you know, people, I have not lived at home since I was 13. I had physically abused by my mother, who now is one of my dear friends, and I love her and we're so close, but I left home at 13, ended up in juvenile hall, a group home for girls, for troubled girls. Then I was in a foster home. When I turned 18, they kicked me out. Every ounce of everything I've ever created has come from me working my butt off and really having to change my mindset about myself, my worthiness, my value. So if I could do it, you all can. So if you see somebody else doing the thing, you need to tell yourself, if they can do it, I can do it. And you need to be absolutely, if I can, and I don't like to talk about my books, but if there's any book that I would promote, it's my Stop, Snap, and Switch book. Go look up Stop, Snap, and Switch, because your biggest asset is your brain. Okay. Your biggest asset is what you're saying to yourself, what you're thinking, along with who you're associating with. You know the saying, bad association spoils useful habits, which is absolutely true. But you know what even is better? Good association enhances useful habits. So being in a group like this, like Gogo's, like we're in right now, you need to show up. You need to go to the meetings. You need to join the Facebook group. You need to be here because you have to protect your asset. Your brain is your asset. And all the knowledge and all the power and all the skill set, nobody can take that from you. So be careful who you associate with. Kim, you have your hand up.
Can I add on, before we pull on Kim, I want to add on 3 things. The ship doesn't sink because of the water around it. The ship sinks when the water gets in. So it's super important to be careful who you allowed into your head. I want to add 2 more things or 3 more things in there. When I was still at Real Estate One, I got this $1 million property in Pine Creek, and I was so excited. And instead of getting like the praise from the broker, I got called into the office. And the broker goes, well, you can't do that. So-and-so owns the neighborhood. And I was like, did they buy the neighborhood? Who owns the neighborhood? And she said, well, she's been marketing there for all this time and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, if her marketing skills are that good, then she has nothing to worry about that little Gogo is in town. Nobody owns a neighborhood. Natalie, nobody owns those 3 villages around you. She has it now because you're not in town yet. But as soon as you show up and your work ethic outworks her and your marketing skills outworks her, there is no more so-and-so in town because Natalie is in town. Okay, that's number 1. I literally come from an area called Pinckney, Michigan. Good luck finding it on the map. Population 9,000, and that's including the baby who was born yesterday. Okay, so if I can make it, you can too. Next thing, you need to entertain people for 7 years. I noticed that you said that, oh, I post, houses and things like that. People in the US move an average every 7 years, and they move a 7-mile radius from where they usually live. So that means if they already bought or they're 7 years out, that means now you need to entertain them for 7 years. Do they care about what house is on the market? No. They might care about that they might have 40% equity in their home. That might have them move. So you have to think about, you need to entertain people in between. So don't just post houses because you're going to lose them. Okay. The next one is, I wrote down competition, but with the local mentor. I remember why I wrote down competition. Your local mentor, with the kindness of their heart, your competition, and they're raising their own competition in their own backyard. So give them some credit. There is some hesitance on their part because they know that if they teach you and open up their book of business, you are going to take over. If you have what it takes, you're going to take over. So that's why you are here. That's why we are learning from other people, because they're guarding their slice of their pie.